They say you should never lose yourself when you get into a relationship. But today, we're going to meet couples who lost half of themselves in a good way because they are now half their weight. That's right. Couples are here to share their secrets to how they are living healthier and happier lives with the major weight loss. And they're doing it side by side. First, there's Ethan and Becky. Here's a photo of them in love, but with some issues. They motivated each other to lose a whopping 350 pounds. Ethan and Becky, come on out. I mean, wow. We take a pause, look at that difference. I'm so proud of you guys. Unbelievable. Please join me. I've been looking forward to meeting you the whole week.
Oh, well, we're glad to be here.
So, Ethan, let me start with you. You started the journey first.
Mm-hmm.
If I understand correctly, you shared your numbers with me, so
yeah.
I'm going to go to the audience with the same numbers. You were 450 pounds.
Yes.
And you probably realized there was an issue, but something finally took you to a place where you were motivated to take that very first step. What was it?
Well, so my mom had passed away a few years back. And she told me, thank you. She told me her only regret was not being there to see her grandkids grow up, my kids. So that kind of was just resonating in my head, just kind of bouncing around. I couldn't shake that. And then I was, real down about everything. And we took a trip to Universal Studios. We were going to ride these Harry Potter rides. We were so excited. And we couldn't fit. We couldn't fit on the rides. And that was kind of like that, okay, got to take some steps. It was a wake-up call.
And it's awkward emotionally because people are looking at you and you don't want to be objectified like that.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Becky, what was it about seeing your husband Ethan's success that got you thinking, I want to make this change happen within myself?
Well, you got to hold on to your man.
That's
so
right.
I didn't want anybody else moving in on him, so I had to make a change.
Says the gorgeous woman to the ogre, but okay.
Exactly.
But, it just, when you want to do fun stuff and you can't because you just don't feel good. I mean, that vacation was such an eye-opener for us. I mean, huffing and puffing and trying to do stuff and then waiting in line to not be able to do anything. It's just, it's a different life when you just can't participate in things you want to.
So let me ask, what has changed in your life? How are you better off now that you've lost the weight?
Well, so I was pre-diabetic, no longer. I had fatty liver disease, no longer. I was using my rescue inhaler like 10 times a day. Go to tie my shoes. Now, haven't used it in over a year. Right?
Oh, my goodness.
So all sorts of health benefits, and just the feeling of being lighter, is like I was weighed down, quite literally. I felt like I was a cow, and baby cows weigh at 6 months 450 pounds. Hey, so quite literally, I was feeling like a cow. So now I feel just so much better.
When we first started the show, people didn't believe that they could reverse chronic illnesses with just loss of weight and simple behavior changes. And it's become evident now, but I think it bears repeating. If you can get rid of diabetes or changes to your organs that are not good, or even dealing with a problem like needing an inhaler that you think you're got to be addicted to and never leave home without, and it's been a year, that's stunning.
Yep.
Becky?
I had horrible plantar fasciitis. And as a nurse, you're on your feet all your entire shift, you're moving. And I mean, it got to a point where rolling on the ice bottles and, everything you could. I feel great. I walk at least 2 miles a day. You just feel so much better. You can spring out of bed. You can, life's just
spring out of bed. That's actually it. You will look forward to life because you're not carrying around another person with you, except 100%. The person that you love, which is okay. Come on over. I want everyone to see how you did it. You're going to share your secrets to success. We're going to do it with watch this, a carb stairwell, right? It's a carb step down. See what I did there? Right, so show us the carb step down. We'll start with the C. Walk us through how you done. Here's the thing. This is not about going cold turkey, which is what some people would try. But either you thought for you that wasn't going to work.
No. I mean, I like cold turkey, like turkey sandwiches, but I don't like it when it comes to, just stopping something altogether.
He's funny too, Becky. I like this.
It never stops.
The gift that keeps giving.
Yes.
So you thought it was better to go more daintily?
Yeah.
So we started off with getting rid of our comfort foods, which is, in my mind, the better it tastes, the higher a priority it is to get rid of. So pastas, everybody loves them. Your cookies, sweets, anything like that. We found some decent replacements. You have to maintain a flavor, or you're never going to be able to succeed.
Yeah. You're a big carb guy. How do you get rid of it?
Yeah. So I love pasta. I love spaghetti. So one thing that I did was right here, egg wraps are just a fantastic replacement you can have in place of those heavy carb pastas, right? Just a few simple ingredients, no carbs in it whatsoever, and you replace it. I know a lot of people like zucchini or something like that, but to me, that still tastes just like zucchini. Luckily with this, I was able to create a lasagna that tasted like a lasagna. As you can see here in this photo, that's a lasagna made with egg wraps.
It's like my favorite dinner. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, looks delicious and it tastes delicious.
It
so.
does. But my big thing is crunch, like potatoes, we can't have French fries, but you can do avocado fries, and you can use pork rinds or pork panko or something to crisp them up. There's a lot of options out there. You have to be committed. You have to do some research.
All right, next up in the carb step down is A, which stands for accessory carbs, because it's not the carbs that that you can see. It's the ones that are hidden that can really hurt you.
Yeah, I call those the sneaky carbs, right? You don't know they're there. Oh, I'm having some meatballs. These are delicious. No carbs, right? But there's breadcrumbs. Oh, I'm having a salad. Salad dressing's got the carbs. I'm having the salad. Wait, there's croutons. There's all my carbs for the day in the first 3 bites. Whoops, so that happens.
All right, R is for the rolls, the buns, the bread. Becky, what you substitute these with?
There are actually some great bread substitutes out there that are low carb. We do a lot of tortillas, the low carb tortillas, and we'll wrap our burgers and stuff in that. We do where we just take shredded cheese and egg and throw it in a mini waffle maker, crisp it up. It's delicious to have a burger on that. I mean, you cannot go wrong. You really can't.
Look at that. That's, by the way, that's a real meal you guys make.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a regular staple at our house. Huh?
It is. I'm spoiled. He does a lot of cooking for us. So.
And eating, so it works out.
It works out. He cooks and he eats it. All right. And B is for beverages, which is really a slippery slope.
Yep.
What do you have to cut out here? This is where Americans get their empty calories.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to have 100% fruit juice. That's fantastic, except the sugar content is the same as your sodas, right? So really all of the beverages you see right there, the sodas, the high-carb coffee drinks, your juices, all of those are just jam-packed with the carbohydrates. So you can replace that first and foremost with water. Water's always going to be a solid choice, whether it's sparkling water, just regular water, that's great. And if you need some flavor, you can go the diet soda route. That's going to also be no carbs. But just eliminating those carbs from your beverages, and it also reduces the calories too.
The other thing that I didn't put on the step down is the fact that you changed when you ate, not just what you ate. So you did something called intermittent fasting. We talked a lot about it in the show. It's the Foundation System 21.
Yep.
And theoretically, you'd stop eating dinner by 8 and not have breakfast till noon the next day. So you have a big window. You don't need that many hours, but directionally, how did you make that happen in your life?
So, they say, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And, for us, it was as long as we started eating breakfast at noon, right?
Right.
So, you limit it. And I know you're a big proponent of this intermittent fasting, and it's something that we really found to be successful. By narrowing down the time frame in which you're consuming food, you're consuming calories, consuming carbs, consuming everything, you eliminate all that extra time you spend eating, snacking at night, first thing in the morning. Well, it's just a couple donuts times 4,
Exactly.
So you just shorten that window of time, and, you can focus on eating that nutritious, good for you food from, and actually noon to 8 p.m., that was the window we both used. So
if you feel a little craving at 9, 10 in the morning, you have anything you did? You little coffee, or how'd you get past that?
I'm a water drinker. I drink, and I will chug a bottle of water. And it does. It makes a difference. It makes you feel better. And my mom always said, busy hands are happy hands. So you got to keep going. You got to keep active.
You can head to DrOz.com. We've got a digital exclusive with Ethan and Becky, where I'm going to put their brains to the test during Roundup. Are you ready for this? The Newly Fit game. You will not want to miss this. I have really adored meeting you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet
With
you.
me. When we come back, we're going to meet a couple who lost 200 pounds without giving up their snacking. Their secrets are next. But first, Tasha and Javon lost 255 pounds by engaging in some friendly couple competitions. Take a look at their latest.
Hello, I'm Tasha.
And I'm Javon, and we went from this
To this. Together, we've lost 255 pounds in a year.
You want to know how?
We like to get a little competitive. Normally, we walk this 1 mile park loop twice, but today we're going to do 3 loops. We also set up a challenge to make each other a low-carb, low-calorie dessert.
What I made for my wife is a chocolate strawberry milkshake with whipped topping and sugar-free chocolate chips.
That's really good.
I lost 150 pounds. This was me 2 years ago. The thing I'm the most proud of is that I was able to lose the weight without losing my love for good food.
Once I saw that she could do it, it inspired my weight loss journey. I'm down 50 pounds in just 6 months.
We even have a strategy for when we go out to eat. I pull up the menu on my phone, that way we can get creative. If the menu offers something with green peppers and it also offers a grilled chicken sandwich, we can swap out the sandwich bun for 2 slices of green peppers, and then we have a grilled chicken green pepper sandwich.
It works for the both of us. Girl's good.
Oh my goodness, that was Christy and her husband Johnny. They lost over 200 pounds combined, but they did it without depriving themselves of good food and fun. Today we are celebrating couples who lost half their body weight together. And Christy and Johnny join us via Zoom, so we talk about that. Christy, I adore that you got fit without giving up being a foodie. How'd you end up finding success?
Yeah, so overthinking weight loss in the past is how I failed so many times. My main mindset is to always eat when I'm hungry. So I actually am going to invite you into my fridge. I always have fresh cut veggies available. So that way, if I do get hungry after a meal, I have something readily available to eat. Or if I just want to snack all day, it's a guilt-free snack.
So, John, you followed Christy's lead. You lost 50 pounds in just the past 6 months. Congratulations. What was the most valuable thing that Christy has taught you on this journey? What do you want to say to her?
That's a great question, Dr. Oz. Really, there's probably a ton of things that she taught me. The first one being just to have that self-confidence, just to instill that in myself that I can do it no matter how challenging it is. But I also think probably the bigger step would be just accepting the accountability, accepting help, not being afraid to ask for it whenever you do have the struggle or you do have the down.
Good and sage advice. Christy, I know you have a sweet tooth and you have a go-to snack to kick your sugar cravings. Please break it down for us, because I think America is going to be copying whatever you did to get where you are, they're going to copy you. So show us what you eat.
Yeah, sure. So giving up sugar was something that was impossible for me. I actually made the switch to stevia over 2 years ago. And one of my favorite sweet treats that I always make for us is a baked peach. So basically I just cut a peach in half and I take cinnamon and stevia and I sprinkle it on the peach.
Are they equal parts stevia, cinnamon? How much of each?
Yes, equal parts. And then I just bake it at 350 for 16 minutes. I actually made some earlier, so that way we can try it with you, Dr. Oz.
This is the best part right here.
Yeah, eating it.
My goodness. So I'm just going to be clear on this. All we need to do is some peaches, cinnamon, some stevia, and then you take the cream at the end. Look at this. Guys, this is just regular cream? What is this?
So it's sugar-free Cool Whip. And I just take 2 tablespoons roughly and I plop it on top. And then it's kind of like a peach cobbler, but without the guilt.
Well, I'm going to be the judge here, if you don't mind. I made myself one as you were speaking. So I've got here it is, guys. It looks good. It's getting close to my mouth. Let me see if you feel.
It tastes better.
Oh, you got to eat this like a donut. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might be easier to pick it up.
You know what? Now I know how you lost all that weight. Servers with a smile. I'm very proud of you guys. You keep doing it together. We'll keep telling your story. I'm going to keep eating this thing.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.